Do you hear this?
For the customs of the people are vain.
Vain.
For one cutteth a tree out of the
You
forest.
cut the tree out the
work
forest.
of the hands of the workman with the axe.
What is it?
They deck it with silver and with
The
gold.
Bible itemizes what you do.
That's right.
It's a form of idolatry. That's what
right.
you do. Look in your house now. Some of you are already shopping for your Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't do this no other time of year but now.
That's right.
Greetings and welcome. Why do Christians need to take part in most popular religious customs without truly knowing the origin of these customs? Now, the customs of cutting trees and decorating them originated in the days of scriptures, however, not as a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. So where can we find this custom in the scriptures, and what did God think about this custom? Listen to this carefully and read along as well. In the book of Jeremiah 10:1-5, in our Bible it says this: Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. So we see here that the customs of decking trees with decorations originated in the scriptures, but not as a celebration of Jesus Christ, but instead a custom that God describes as vain. So which group of people decided to continue this custom that has influenced so many people today? So according to history.com, the history of Christmas trees goes back to the symbolic use of evergreens in ancient Egypt and Rome, and continues with the German tradition of candlelit Christmas trees first brought to America in the 1800s. How did Christmas trees start? Long before the advent of Christianity, plants and trees that remained green all year had a special meaning for people in the winter. Just as people today decorate their homes during the festive season with pine, spruce, and fir trees, ancient people hung evergreen boughs over their doors and windows. In many countries, it was believed that evergreens would keep away witches, ghosts, evil spirits, and illness. In the northern hemisphere, the shortest day and longest night of the year falls on December 21 or December 22 and is called the winter solstice. Many ancient people believed that the sun was a god and that winter came every year because the sun god had become sick and weak. They celebrated the solstice because it meant that at last the sun god would begin to get well. Evergreen boughs reminded them of all the green plants that would grow again when the sun god was strong and summer would return. The ancient Egyptians worshipped a god called Ra, who had the head of a hawk and wore the sun as a blazing disc in his crown. At the solstice, when Ra began to recover from his illness, the Egyptians filled their homes with green palm rushes, which symbolized for them the triumph of life over death. Early Romans marked the solstice with a feast called Saturnalia, in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. The Romans knew that the solstice meant that soon farms and orchards would be green and fruitful. To mark the occasion, they decorated their homes and temples with evergreen boughs. In northern Europe, the mysterious Druids, the priests of the ancient Celts, also decorated their temples with evergreen boughs as a symbol of everlasting life. The fierce Vikings in Scandinavia thought that evergreens were the special plant of the sun god Balder. Germany is credited with starting the Christmas tree tradition as we now know it in the 16th century, when devout Christians brought decorated trees into their homes. Some built Christmas pyramids of wood and decorated them with evergreens and candles if wood was scarce. So we have to be careful not to take up customs that originated with practices of idolism. And the custom of cutting trees definitely originated from the scriptures as a vain practice to God. and continued centuries later in idolism practices, which has nothing to do with Jesus Christ, but instead pagan sun idol worshipping. If you are watching this channel for the first time or not, I recommend that you hit that subscribe button below and hit that bell so that you can be notified when we release these life-changing videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.